Hi everyone, so I'm going to show you a collective haul today, mainly from T.J.Maxx, Marshalls, as well as HomeGoods. So I went over the course of about 2 weeks, but I didn't want to film a bunch of mini hauls, so I just waited until I had like a decent amount. Towards the end, I'll show you some of the items that my sister got because, yeah, I don't know if you're interested, but the items that I purchased were mainly skincare and home fragrance. But okay, the first bag, let's go on to HomeGoods. I don't think I've done a HomeGoods haul. Okay, I recently found out that the candle inventory at HomeGoods differs quite a bit from TJ Maxx Marshalls. Normally, my TJ Maxx Marshalls, they have about the same candles, maybe just a few different selections of each brand. But, like for example, they had country candles, which is from Kringle. Not that I'm interested, but it's good to see different inventory. But the candles that I was specifically looking for were Milk House candles, and I found the one that I think in a haul or two ago I let it slip, and I'm just like, oh, I'll buy it the next day, and I could not find it. So I think they got new shipment. And I found more of the 2-wick brown jars. So the first one that I'm going to show you was a kind of like spur of the moment decision. It's really strong though, and I had quite a bit of luck with my previous 2-wick option. The single wick, like farmhouse collections. So here we have this Macintosh apple. Sorry for the glare, it's a little bit late. But yeah, this is their 100% natural soy wax, but it's also infused with beeswax. So this is like their milk carton type ones. The ones with a brown label, I don't know if they're made specifically for TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeGoods, and just the TJ stores in general, but you don't see them on the website. So I'm not quite sure as far as the ounces nor the what's it called, the set notes. But here is the bottom. It just says 3215. So I don't know if that's the batch number or the year it was made or whatnot. But let me show you how it looks like when I take off the lid. But it's really fragrant. It's just a crisp, juicy apple. I really want to do a review on it and see how it goes. So here's how the wax looks like. Pretty even, very smooth. It's not like Kringle where I feel like when you burn it, it looks almost like curdled cheese or milk. I don't know, it just looks a little off-putting, but this one looks pretty smooth. These go for $12.99. So there we go. That is the price that I paid for it. I don't really care for apple scents, but I feel like apple is also a pretty good winter scent, but I could be associating that because of winter candy apple from Bath and Body Works. Yeah, this is a really nice scent. It's like a very ripe, not an apple that's getting brown or anything. Yeah, I really like it. But the main candle that I was just so happy I found again was another one from Milk House. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this candle I saw, did I see this? I don't know how I learned about this. I'm assuming I saw a picture of it, maybe on Instagram or something. I still haven't made a public Instagram. I just have my personal one that I don't have a profile photo, and I just follow like McDonald's and just a bunch of stores. So I don't know if I should make one, but that's besides the point. I saw this candle and I'm just like, this smells delicious. But I think I was a little bit on the fence because it was again $12.99. And then the next day or a few days after I came back for it, I'm like, no, I do want it. And it wasn't there. I left it in the front register. I guess I didn't hide it well enough and someone purchased it, or they saw it and put it back. But this is the pumpkin waffles. I also don't see this listed on their website. Probably because it's made for these stores. But yeah, it's pumpkin waffles. It reminded me a lot of pumpkin pecan waffles when I just see the name from Bath and Body Works, but this one doesn't have like a strong maple or nut smell to it. I mainly just get like a toasty pumpkin with that I don't know how to describe it besides like the carb note, like when you have bread, rice, that type of note, but it's like edible, kind of like a dense pancake, not a fluffy pancake. Yeah, so just like that waffle note, I really like it. This one was also $12.99, and I thought, yeah, if I don't buy this right now, I'll probably not see this because this smells really delicious. It smells more realistic than pumpkin pecan waffles, but I like that one from Bath and Body Works because that's just a powerhouse candle. But anyways, yeah, those are the two candles I got at HomeGoods. I'm really happy with them. I'm gonna stick to this 2-wick format because the single wick format just it's been a pain each time I buy a candle with a single wick. I just don't get a good strength and throw from them. But okay, let's go on to TJ Maxx. So in TJ Maxx, I only found a few items. So let's go on to the perfume that I got. Okay, so I saw this again. I don't know if it was on a community post, YouTube videos, because I don't have TikTok because I'm a little bit wary of downloading the app. So I sometimes see it on like when I open up Google Chrome, or maybe this was Instagram, one of those places. But I saw that people were really going crazy over this vanilla potion perfume. There it is. It's not as I don't know. I pictured it being a little bit different, but here's the perfume. It still has that sensor. They kind of did this like wiping motion, so I think it's deactivated. But yeah, I typically when I buy something, I don't take off the price tag. And then this one online, you could have gotten it at or for $12.99, but in store, or at least in my store, it was $16.99. So I've already sprayed this one on my clothes, and it was in this sweater that I'm wearing right now. And it lasted like a good day, but it still smells a little bit not really high end, I guess. But that's mainly on the opening and like the first hour. But afterwards, I feel like it mellows out a bit into a light floral with a little bit of what do you call it? Like a sweetness from the vanilla. But I think I was picturing more of a foodie vanilla, which I probably shouldn't have thought that because I think I didn't look at the notes and I still don't know the notes. So I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to smell like. But then again, some people like purchasing their fragrances and then letting them like spraying it a little bit and like macerating for a while. So it could be that this gets a little bit deeper, sweeter as time goes on. But yeah, that is the perfume. So they had maybe about like 6 of these. I also posted in my community tab, but it was just a row full of like 5 or 6 of these. And then I went today and they only had 3 left. And I thought, oh, should I get more? Or like by more, I mean, should I buy a backup of it? Should I not? But this one isn't really the type of vanilla that I'm a big fan of. It's great for, or I can picture it being great for layering. But it reminds me a little bit of like the Bath and Body Works Fresh Vanilla Blossom in the sense that it's not super, super sweet, but there's like a light floralness to it, if that makes sense. But okay, let's go on to the next item. So I think the rest is just skincare. Um, I really like the brand Claire's, and I always purchase it every year for the past what is it called? Or sorry, every Black Friday for the last like 4 years or so. And I noticed that they have more Claire's products in my stores. So the first one I have is the Supple Preparation Unscented Toner. This is a very kind of like medium thick toner, and I really like it because it's essential oil free. So if your skin is sensitive, mine isn't, but I just like that I don't have to worry about it. It is moisturizing, which I do agree, and it's pH balanced, which I don't know what skincare isn't pH balanced unless it's like an acid or something. And then this one went for $12.99. So it's a pretty decent price. And I thought, oh, let me just buy it here because I think we're still, and by we, my sister and I, we placed a big order on the website, Wish Trend, and they have different brands that they curate and stuff. So I can just not buy this one, but just purchase the other items. Like, for example, they can't sell their sunscreen or sunblock here in the US because the filters aren't approved. What am I going for? Yeah, I really like this toner. Okay, next one. So next we have another Claire's item. This is the Midnight Blue Calming Cream, and this is in their newer like tube option. They also have a 30-gram jar, but I don't like jar moisturizers. I don't like my products in jars. So this is good for like, for example, when you go out into the sun and you come home and your face feels really red and hot. This is good for soothing. This one was more expensive, so this one was $16.99. But I think overall, I think it's still a pretty good or comparable price as the Black Friday prices. But don't quote me on that. So there's that one. Okay, and then the last one, I just love this moisturizer. It's just tried and true. I think this one does have essential oil, but it just works so well with my skin. And it's one of those products that you're like, oh, I know there could be better products out there or it could have more active ingredients, but it works well. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep buying it. And that one is, again, from the brand Claire's. This is their, what is it? Just their Rich Moist Soothing Cream. I tend to use this mainly at night because in the morning I don't use the moisturizer. I go straight from my serum to my sunblock. So yeah, this one, sadly, it was $16.99. I thought it was going to be a little bit cheaper at like $12.99. And all of these, I really like that they have manufacturing dates, lot numbers, and expiration dates. So they're all not going to expire anytime soon. Okay. Oh, and I also like that now my store, I don't know if they're, starting to catch up, but before they would have the sticker, let's say here. So now they have a sticker. Now they have the sticker at the bottom so you can't open it from the bottom. And then all of my products that I got, I don't know if you can like pick it up, but they all have like tapes. And if this has been opened, it's because I opened it, but I can't remember if I did. Pretty sure. Okay, so before I go on to my sister's products, I also borrowed her Amazon account. Ugh, that reminds me, I still need to pay back for one of the perfumes. I got some perfumes because I feel like I was being adventurous, and I think these were both under $30. I'm not sure if it was more or less with tax. Okay, so both of these perfumes are from the brand Maison Alhambra. I think they're supposed to be dupes of Tom Ford. If you're not into dupe brands, which I personally don't mind. The first one I think is my favorite one, and that one is Bright Peach. This one's really strong, long lasting. The only thing is that it's getting a little bit colder slightly, so I can't picture myself wearing it so often. So I think I'm just gonna let it like sit in my collection for a little bit. But when I wore this, it was really nice, not super sickeningly sweet or anything, and I mixed it with my Lush spray in the scent Princess Peach because it had peach. So I'm like, oh, cool. Or if I want to tone it down a bit, if I feel like this is a little bit too much, then I spray it with my Lush like avocado co-wash or some other citrus scents. So there's that one. I really like this one. And then I recently hauled this Mimic perfume, another dupe. And this one's for Lost Cherry. And I really liked it. So here's the one that I hauled last time. I haven't found any other ones that I liked besides that one. I have found other ones, but yeah, the ones I saw were like Baccarat Rouge, and I just hate that smell. I can tell when someone's wearing it, and I don't know what note it is that I don't like, but I just don't like it. And I think they had the Santal or like Le Labo dupe, and I didn't like that one either. But okay, that's to say I really like cherry fragrances, and I wanted to compare it to this one, and that one is Lovely Sherry or Cherry. Not sure how to say it. So I found that for some reason, the Mimic 79 perfume, I feel like that one performs better. However, the spray nozzle kind of sucks. And then I like the scent a little bit more of Lovely Cherry from Maison Alhambra, but oh, and I also feel like it's slightly different. It's more of a realistic cherry, and I like it that it's more like rum or boozy, but this one doesn't really stay on my skin or on my clothing as long as the Mimic perfume. All right, so that's all the items I hauled. Let me quickly go over my sister's items so I can give this back to her. All right, first one we have is a Paula's Choice item. We have the Peptide Booster. I think this one was $16.99. This one was behind glass. Unfortunately, for a lot of American skincare, they don't have manufacturing dates, or I think they mainly just have lot numbers and no expiration dates. So I'm not sure exactly when this expires unless there's a trick to find out. But yeah, I was really tempted to get this one, but I figured that I would get another peptide serum that I like during Black Friday. So there's that. Next item that she got was I think a cleanser that she's previously tried before. This is from the brand Neostrata. I don't know if she previously purchased this Sephora, Ulta, or Amazon, but it's basically just a clarifying cleanser. Honestly, I feel like this is a little expensive for a cleanser, but she likes a little bit more higher end skincare. How much did she pay? Oh, actually, it's $7.99. You know what? That's not expensive. So this is the cleanser that she picked up. Okay, next one. When we found those Midnight Blue calming creams, she ended up getting one. And I think this is another one. Yeah, she ended up getting two of these. And this one goes for $16.99 each. Okay, never mind. She got three Midnight Blue calming creams. If you can't tell, she really loves the Midnight Blue calming cream, especially because her face is her complexion is a little bit paler and she has a tendency to get very red and her face gets flushed, so she likes using that as well as mugwort, but I don't think they have any of the mugwort essences that she likes. Okay, next going on. Okay, the next item she found was this Murad line. I don't use Murad, but she told me that she likes using products with colloidal oatmeal, and she said that's really soothing and stuff, and it actually has it at 1%. So I think this is an airless pump. I opened this for her, and it didn't look like it was used, so we got one of those. Okay, I guess she got another one and I forgot, but it's just another Paula's Choice peptide booster. And the reason why this is at Marshalls slash TJ Maxx, I believe that or she told me that they changed the packaging. So I think they're getting rid of all their old packaging style, very similar to when, like, for example, Bad Habit went out of business and they put all the products there, or for example with Hiram, with Skincare by Hiram, that he no longer, or his line is no longer sold in Sephora, so they got rid of all the old packaging. Okay, wow, she got a lot of skincare. Next item, she got another Murad line. This is relatively new to our stores. They mainly have the other Murad products, but this is the Quick Relief Colloidal Oatmeal Treatment, and I think this is at a higher percentage at 5%. Where is it? Right there. Yeah, 5%. I think that's like a spot treatment. Okay, and the last one is another K-Beauty product. This one is a Beauty of Joseon, and this is the Revive Eye Serum Ginseng Plus Retinol. So unlike myself, or unlike me, I don't know what's the correct grammar, but I don't use eye serums. My sister does. I don't because I tend to form milia, but she does not. So this is $9.99, which is pretty good. Yeah, so were those all the items? Yeah, those were all the items that we purchased at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeGoods, as well as my two Amazon pickups. I really like all the products. I think my favorite item was the pumpkin waffles that I found at HomeGoods. I'm so excited to burn that. Macintosh apple to a lesser extent. And then I'm really surprised that my store still has this vanilla potion right here. So I'm gonna let that like chill a little bit where I keep all my perfumes. Hi everyone. So I didn't expect to include this, but I thought might as well because I got this unexpected package. If you happen to see my previous haul video where I also included my Pinchme sample box, long story short, I qualified for this mini tin candle from Voluspa, and it ended up coming, what do you call it, melted. So I ended up getting this what is this? The Voluspa Tahitian Coconut Vanilla. And the package was very fragrant. So I thought, oh, that's nice. The candle's super fragrant. And it took me forever to open it. And it turned out that it was melted or partially melted. I'm not sure if that was a transit issue, how it was sent out. But yeah, there was that. So I was really bummed. And then so I thought, you know what, let me just email support because I believe that's what it says to do if you received a missing or damaged item. So I'll pop up the email to the left, but I was basically like, hey, I got my sample box, which was supposed to include this candle. It came melted. Ooh, am I still working? Yeah, it came melted. Just Please let me know if you need any additional information. So I didn't ask for a replacement, but I also kind of just left it open-ended. I didn't receive a response, so I thought, okay, nothing's gonna come of it. I'll just review this melted candle, I guess, or review it being warmed. And then my mom said, hey, you got a package in the mail, and I didn't expect it, so I'm like, oh, maybe it's like cat treats or little stuff. And then I have already opened it, but it came in this little box. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so I was just opening it, and then I felt a tin can, round, yay size. Turns out I ended up getting a replacement. I don't know if I was going to get this candle or if I got the candle because I emailed the customer service support, whatever that is. So this is another Voluspa candle. It's in the scent Barbados Grapefruit. So yeah, it's the same single wick, what is that, 4 ounce candle. I tried to see if they had the scent in Sephora, and they do, but in the larger, I believe, glass vessel. This is the tin candle, which retails $12. And then I was like, is it melted? Is it melted? Like, let me open this very slowly. And it's not. Check it out. So the Voluspa wax is very oily. I don't know. Ooh, it's super fragrant though. This reminds me a lot of the Trader Joe's grapefruit candle that I did a review on. However, this one, I feel like it's slightly more elevated, the scent. And I believe that there's a little bit of added citrus note in here. I don't think the what do you call it? The scent notes are listed in the back. Let's see. No, it is not. Ooh, look, poured in the USA by Voluspa. Cool. Not made in Vietnam. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to give you this little update. So I have these 2 candles. Unfortunately, I can't burn the Tahitian coconut vanilla. So I'm going to warm that maybe when it gets a little bit warmer. So in a few months. And then I'm for sure going to burn this and then do a review. I'm so happy because I actually like grapefruit slightly more than coconut. But yeah, that is it for this update. And I think it's the end of the video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Okay, bye.